everyone, Elite Golden here, and welcome back to Operation Akagi, Turn 11, the US and KMT turn. So let's get into this. First up is the KMT. They've got $5 to spend, and they're spending all five of it. You're going to get themselves a militia and an infantry. So we'll just take those guys right with us since they don't have anything too crazy planned. Yeah, rather unfortunately, there won't be any attacks for for the KMT. The fun is over, and I'll have to let Major Foe roll all my dice now. But let's do some non-combat real quick. The tactical bomber from Burma. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and join the 106th in the capital. Hopefully, they can put up a strong enough fight there. Um, oops, sorry about that. My apologies. Um, oh, what the heck? All right, stay. All right, so, yep, that's pretty much it for China. They were kicked out of Yunnan this turn, so that wasn't too great. But let's see, they're currently sitting at $2, and oh my goodness, I forgot to place the units. Apologies, but let's see. So the KMT obviously get placed, the infantry gets placed where there is a factory, and the militia, because this territory is worth 2, I can have 2 militia there, and so let's put another guy in there. I know the coming fight of the 97th and the 106th is nearly here, so hopefully that'll be enough. But now I am down to just $2 for that. I've lost my national objective. But that's all right. Let's move to the American turn. So to start off, technology. It went as good as it always has. So instead of telling you what all these numbers are for everybody, I'm just going to start telling you which ones I succeeded on. And that was just amphibious doctrine. So stage 1 for there. Rolling 6 dice here, folks. I got 1. um, Fun odds to look at, that's for sure. But now on to the purchase. So we have $70 here, and we're going to spend all 70 of it. So how this works, I had to do something kind of interesting over here with this extra counter, because this is the first turn, well, the first production phase that the United States is at war with a major power. So all of my infantry stuff is at a lower cost. All of my infantry class units are at a lower cost. Not the militia upgrades that I'm getting. Don't worry about that. Those aren't factored in. But everything else, everything here adds up to 21 because this normal thing wouldn't quite do it correctly. So uh, here we have ourselves, we're going to start a battleship. That's going to be put on over here on the build queue at stage 3. This carrier just represents the American Lend-Lease carrier. So that's going to go to stage 2. Get that guy out of here. Light cruiser, 2 submarines, starting a fortification. That's going to go over here. And a strategic bomber. What's going to take up the rest of our money is 2 Marines for 6, an infantry for 2, a Lend-Leased infantry for 2, another Lend-Leased infantry for 2, 2 militia for 1 each, total of 2, 2 militia upgrades for 2 each, so 4 right there, and then a major port upgrade for 3. That all equals 21, 2, 4, 6. There's 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 21. So that brings it up to all 70. Now, on to movements. So, as a combat movement, I think, what is this? Light cruiser. Right, so not those guys. But as a combat move, all of these guys are coming over to Midway. And Emperor Major Foe did say that he wants to submerge. So there will be. Oh, that's wow! Didn't know it was gonna do that. So there will be no fight. You know, I think I'm actually just gonna finally grab one of these big old task force markers down here. Let's do the 8th. That sounds nice. I like this. All right. So the 8th fleet will be here. We'll leave the coastal subs out because those guys are kind of hard to travel with. But then of course we've got all of these guys. And you know what? I'm gonna finish this up later. So, moral of the story there is the Japanese submarine has submerged. Now let's head on over to the other side of the world where there will be a real combat movement, but no dice. So this transport with the infantry and artillery are all loading up, heading on over to Sicily. And then we will take that for the Americans. Not worth anything, but we're kind of starting to work our way up the boot. We'll move everybody else into M2 as well, just so that it's all good there. Transport, of course, hanging out. And I think that's everything for the combat movements. Of course, nothing too crazy. So now let's do the non-combat movements. So first things first, the American medium bomber is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, using all of its movement to get to the British Midlands and knock over the anti-aircraft gun. So there's that. Coastal subs shimmy on down 1, using some strategic naval movement here. These 2 Marines are loading up. And so then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So then we'll drop the Marines off in Gibraltar. Let them hang out with some of the British guys. There. All right. And yeah, let's head to the other side of the board now. Moved a lot of pieces on that side. So now over here, of course, everything is coming over. I think that's gonna, there we go, we're good there. So everything, of course, is gonna come right on over. Carrier, of course, as well. Oops. With the fighter and the tactical bomber loaded. Oh, that destroyer almost got missed. Then let's load up 2 of these transports. Bring 1 guy, 1 Marine. Actually, yeah. No, let's do 2 Marines, an anti-aircraft artillery, and yeah, another dude sounds pretty good. They're really loading up midway now. You know what? There's no point in leaving that transport behind. I don't even know what I was considering right there. And then, of course, another infantry and a light tank. Getting kind of tough, but easy enough. All right, so I think that's everything for non-combat movement. Geez, I pretty much move just about everything every turn. So let's see. Let me just take a once over real quick. Not that it matters too terribly much. Those guys are still in port there. That guy's still doing good. All right, yeah. So we'll do placement here. And the strategic bomber is going to be placed in Britain proper through the triumph of capitalism. All these guys are getting placed here in San Francisco, light cruiser might as well go in port, but I don't think the subs can because they there's no sub base there. And now on to this. So the Marines, we are going to put one of them here, but then the other one is going to go on the other side of the board. America's got so much money to play with, but so few units it starts off with. We'll get to the Lend-Lease in a second because we do have some interdiction to do, and so that'll be fun. The port in Midway gets upgraded. Let's see. A militia and militia upgrade are going into Midway, so we'll take this guy off, place that, take this guy off, clone him, and got another infantry in Midway now. Infantry in San Francisco. Another militia and militia upgrade. That's going in Hawaii. There we go. All right, formidable forces all around for the Americans. So this actually will get deleted because I just brought that in for a little bit of help. But okay, so what's happening here is coming from I forget, I think it was New York. The shortest path follows the coast, comes over here, has to be interdicted by this German sub here. And so it can then go the rest of its way. It dodges the Italian sub, but then goes the rest of the way. So let's see. I think I use, oh boy, what is it? I think I use D12s. It's either D6s or D12s. Not that it matters too terribly much, because either way, someone will win. So let's just use D12s so that there won't be quite that large of a chance of tying. So the green will be for me, and there we go, a black one. That's what I was looking for. So, all right. Best dice wins. The green for the Americans, black for the Germans. We're going to do the Indian infantry first. Oops, that's... Okay, wait. Why didn't it jump? Why isn't it jumping? Usually it jumps. Do I have something weird happening here? I don't know. There we go. Okay, so that jumped. Okay, so we're not going to count that. I'm just gonna do this now. So, all right. Usually when I just press R, it works. But, all right, this is for all the marbles. Ooh, all right. So the Indian one is interdicted, and now for the French one. Dang, all right, both got interdicted. Nice work, that German sub right there. Really, really good shooting. But it was my fire sale round, so $4 right there down the drain. Oh well. So on to the collect. America makes 63, $12 in bonuses. I'm gonna have $75 to spend next turn. All right, that's that. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll hand you off to Major Foe, or sorry, not Major Foe, he's the Japanese, to the Warden for the Germans, and I'll see you in turn 12. Later, everyone.